This is Jim, a newly hired DevOps specialist at the American Job Center. He is outgoing and loves to hang out with his friends on the weekends. Jim also takes classes online to complete his undergraduate degree. It is Monday morning at 9:15 a.m. Jim is running late to work. As Jim got into his office, he started to review his to-do list for the day. The tasks that are due for Jim by close of business include 1. Complete paperwork for 2 of his client veterans. 2. Complete 5 other tasks that are due the same day. While he is a proficient worker, Jim tends to complete his tasks at the last minute. As Jim started to work on his first task for the day, he received a phone call from his friend Rick. Rick told Jim about some funny photos on social media from an event they had attended the night before. Jim surfed the internet for a while and commented on a few of the photos. An hour later, he went back to complete his first task for the day. A few minutes later, Jim's supervisor came to his desk. She brought an additional task to Jim and asked him to complete it by close of business today. Being the multitasker he is, Jim said sure. The supervisor informs Jim that Alicia, Jim's colleague, has some free time today if he needs any help. Then the supervisor walked away. After completing his first task, Jim jumped into the new task that his supervisor had assigned to him. As he began working on the new task, Jim received a quick message from Linda, Jim's colleague at the American Job Center. Linda informed Jim that one of his potential client veterans just completed the Wagner-Pizer assessment and was ready to meet with him in 20 minutes. Linda asked Jim if he was available to meet with the veteran. Jim decided to introduce himself to the veteran, set a new appointment, and get back to work to complete his task. However, it turned out that Jim and the veteran both served in Afghanistan. They shared some stories about their time in service and talked for about 50 minutes before Jim looked at his watch and set up a new appointment for the veteran. Jim came back to his office to complete the task his supervisor assigned to him. As he completed it, one of his classmates group texted his class about a new assignment that their professor had just posted. Jim logged into his student account to get a feel of the assignment. By then, it was 4 p.m. That day, Jim did not complete the paperwork for his 2 client veterans. He also failed to submit 4 other tasks that were due by close of business Monday.